Hi, welcome to On This Day in Tudor History with me, Claire Ridgway, author of On This Day in Tudor History. Oh, the bells are going already. On this day in Tudor history, the 21st of April 1581, which was of course in the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, alchemist Thomas Charnock was buried at Otterhampton in Somerset. He'd died at his home in Coomwich in Somerset. Now, I'd never heard of Thomas Charnock before I came across his name while researching for my book On This Day in Tudor History, but I immediately wanted to know more about him when I read that his work, Book Dedicated unto the Queen's Majesty, offered Queen Elizabeth I the health and wealth that the Philosopher's Stone would bring her if she would finance his work. The Philosopher's Stone, I thought. I'm a complete Potterhead, I love Harry Potter. The Philosopher's Stone? Wow, I've got to dig into this man a bit more. So let me tell you a little bit more about this 16th century alchemist who offered Queen Elizabeth I the Philosopher's Stone. Very noisy birds here in Spain. Now, Thomas Charnock was born in the mid-1520s, we don't know precisely when, in Faversham in Kent. He referred to himself as an unlettered scholar, so it appears that he didn't receive much in terms of a formal education. His biographer, Robert M. Schuller, writes that Charnock had become involved in alchemy by the time he was 12 years old. Alchemy, of course, being about changing base substances like base metals into other substances such as silver or gold, or finding the universal elixir that everybody wanted to find. Charnock's uncle, also named Thomas Charnock, they're not very creative, are they? Always say that, had served Henry VII as confessor and was also an alchemist. And when he died, Charnock had access to his uncle's collection of alchemical works, and so it really sparked off this huge interest in alchemy. Charnock then travelled all over England trying to find works on alchemy and to broaden his knowledge of alchemy. In around 1554, he learnt the secret of the Philosopher's Stone, and he was told this secret from two sources, a priest and an abbot. And he then set about applying what he'd learnt. And in doing so, his alchemical work caused a fire in 1555 and destroyed, sadly, some of his work. But in 1557, he'd just got to the stage where he believed that he'd been successful at achieving the Philosopher's Stone. But things came to an end then when he was drafted into defending Calais against the French. Now, he didn't want to do this at all, but it seems that he'd made an enemy of his local justice of the peace, who made sure that Charnock was conscripted. In frustration and anger, Charnock smashed up his work, all his glass vessels and that, and vowed never to work on alchemy ever again. It is, however, thought that he wrote his work Breviary of Natural Philosophy, an account of his alchemical experiences while he was actually stationed in Calais. In 1562, he married Agnes Norden at Stockland, Bristol in Somerset, and at that point he seems to have begun an unlicensed medical practice in Stockland, Bristol. He had two children by Agnes, a son Absalon who sadly died in infancy, and a daughter Bridget who did live into adulthood. He didn't practice medicine for very long. That alchemy bug bit him once more. And by 1579, he claimed that he had succeeded in making the Philosopher's Stone, something that would obviously bring wealth, and it was an elixir of life. He offered Queen Elizabeth I this Philosopher's Stone that he'd created in return for her granting him a 14-year subsidy for his work. He even said that he was happy to lose his head on Tower Hill if he wasn't successful at producing the stone for her, a stone that he promised would prolong the Queen's life and also produce gold that was much needed for her coinage. Unfortunately for Charnock, the Queen turned him down. Now, just a little bit of trivia now. According to Glyn Parry, who's the author of The Arch Conjurer of England, a work on John Dee, Charnock claimed that Queen Elizabeth I's grandfather, King Henry VII, had possessed the purest stone, the Philosopher's Stone, by 1504. Now, I haven't come across any claims of Henry VII owning the Philosopher's Stone, but there you go. 100 years after Charnock's death, a friend of philosopher and writer John Aubrey visited Charnock's former home at Coomwich to see an alchemical scroll which had been discovered hidden in the wall of his home, the property. Nobody had dared live in the house during those 100 years after Charnock's death because it was believed that the house was haunted by spirits. You know, that Charnock's work had been to do with the occult and there were spirits there. And there, this friend of Aubrey found Charnock's laboratory completely intact and the walls still painted with alchemical symbols. So there's a bit of an overview for you of the life of Thomas Charnock, creator of the Philosopher's Stone, who died on this day in 1581. Also on this day in Tudor history, and that's a cat rubbing against my legs here, Harry the cat. Also on this day in Tudor history, the 21st of April, 1509, King Henry VII, the founder of the Tudor dynasty, died at Richmond Palace, and he was succeeded by his son Henry as King Henry VIII. And I'll give you a link to last year's video so you can find out more about that. Thank you for joining me. You can subscribe by clicking that subscribe button just there. You can give me a like and leave a comment, and you can also hit the bell to be notified as these videos go live. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.